Okay, can you see me here? Studio mode, off with the studio mode. There we go. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, everyone? Hello, hello, hello. Sorry for the late start. Oh my God, I'm falling apart. I'm not upset. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hello, Gnome Hunter Rocket. Hello, hello, Alan Williams. Hello, Joodles. This is not, no. Hello, greetings, Lewis and fellow cult. We're not cultists. We're not cultists. We're not cultists. Now maybe we are. Let's be cultists. Alex, is he a six badges? Is he a Joe? Dirty, 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 dangerous, dangerous Joe is here. She is here. Lewis is turning into Justin Bieber with just more of a sophisticated audience. How is that? What does he do? Does he have a cult live stream? Basically, I'm not sure that we do. Yes. I mean, I don't know. Hold on a second. Look, I'm all wrinkled. I'm all wrinkled. I'm all wrinkled. I'm barely here too, Caribbean. It's going to take a little bit to get Bonnie Blue supports reform now. Um, yeah, why not? I mean, why not? I mean, what do we support Bonnie Blue? I mean, yeah, she wants to have the. I mean, she's had a lot of penises. A lot of we are so cultists. Who else would watch a man in a shirt that's been created by origami? What? Because there's so many folds in it. I know I should have ironed it, but I didn't iron it, and I was in my white shirt, and I thought I better put on a nice shirt. And then I'm turning up late. I'm turning up late. You Janice is here. Thank you very much. I'm turning up late. Maybe I don't care as much as I used to care. As much as I used to care. I'm going through, it's a bad time. It's not a bad time. I'm thinking it's a good time. Things are good. And they're getting better every single day. What's that song? Things are getting better. I think it's a Mamas and the Papas song. Do you know that song? I'm going to test my blood pressure. Whoops, that's not it. Got to go up top here. There you go. What's that song called? Things are getting better. I think that's the song. I'm going to go check out the song. Well, you just talk amongst yourself. Things are getting better. It's a Cannibal Adderley song. The Kinks, the Nerds. Is there one by the Mamas and the Papas? George Jackson. It's a lot of songs. Mamas. Mama Cass. Can you hear me? I'm waiting for the part. Hold on, it's coming. It's coming. Because it's getting better. Growing stronger. Wilder. Do you know this song? Mama Cass. Better every day. Things are getting better. Not the Beatles. No, it's Mama Cass. Cass Elliot. Oh, I thought the song was going to be better than that. It's not better. Hello, girl from Mars. Hello, John Miller. You Janice. Oh my God. Oh my God. There we go. You're a music. Do you know Mama Cass? Rocket League. Rocket League. You Janice is here. He's pointing out the game. They lost the game. Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, they didn't. It's not beautiful. It's bad for Manchester United, and we've got more Manchester United fans than Bournemouth fans. But we still have to support Bournemouth. It's been ages since shouty lyrics. I wasn't. I can't. I can't play the song. I don't want to be. I'm demonetized now as it is. But Lewis, it looks like you had a tefillin. It's a fill-in. It's a fill-in on my head. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess. I didn't. I did light the candle. I lit the candles. Thank you, Caribbean. There you go. Are you Jewish, Caribbean? Okay. That Manchester United game won me some money. How did it win you money? Phylactery, yes, that's what it is. It's called I guess that's the Latin word for what it is. I mean, did you see huge storm in Gaza? Huge storm in Gaza, blowing around all the tents and everything. And you know that they're going to blame the Jews. That's what it's amazing to be a Jew. They blame you for everything. For everything. It's incredible power. I've got incredible power. If you're not happy, it's because of me. It's because of me. Yes, not practice. Yes, not. Well, what does it mean not to practice? I lit the whatchamacallits. I lit the Hanukkah candles tonight. We're up to 2 candles. And my son, number 1, the producer, he said, let's go for it. Let's do it. Let go. And he says a lot more people. BBC blames the Jews on Bondi. Yeah, of course. Let's blame the Jews. I mean, it's actually brilliant that they blame the Jews. It's brilliant because anti-Semites are losers. I hate to say it. I've said this before. That makes a change from women being blamed for everything. Phew. Well, yeah, women. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if no, it's Menorah. Menorah, there we go. Caribbean. Yes. So what are we talking about? We're talking, but I mean, of course, I'm going to blame women for everything. I'm sorry, Joodles. I blame you for everything. I blame you. I blame Joe and Caribbean. I blame women for everything. We are not out of the woods, Joodles. No, you're not. How can you be out of the woods? You're dangerous. Especially someone like Joe, who actively admits to being dangerous. What about the Jewish women? It's not like a double to blame. Yes, no, Munter, double. Yes, double. Double. What is the number 1 cause of homosexuality? My mother. Have you had any Hanukkah gifts? No, I haven't had anything. I'm living in Nunhead. There are no Jews here. It's like I'm out of it. But I have my son here. He's not really Jewish. He wasn't, and he admits he wasn't Jewish. So he's not Jewish. He's not Jewish. But he wants to be, he wasn't raised like me. I wasn't raised in the house, and the mother didn't convert, and I should not have married the mother because once I was married to her, I should have, what I've said about this. Once I was married to her, I should have stayed married, but I was not married. I was not, my kids were not raised in a Jewish home. Anyway, we can discuss this. I wanted to continue to discuss what Trump said about Rob Reiner. And then I saw what Rob Reiner said about the Crystal Palace. Streatham used to be full of Jews in the 1970s. That's right, Caribbean. I used to go to the synagogue up there in Streatham. The Streatham Liberal Democratic Synagogue, or whatever it was called. The Streatham Liberal Synagogue up there. I wasn't raised in the house. Lewis Schaffer. You were raised in the... No, I wasn't. No, my kids were not raised in a Jewish household. That's what I meant to say. I'm a little bit inarticulate today. It's the second show. I'm a bit tired. I want to apologize to you people. I want to apologize. I'm sorry. Jews are in North London. They are in North London now, but at one time they were down there. They were down there in Streatham, around Golders Green and Stamford Hill, which looks like Victorian era, with like Hasidic Jews all wearing black and their big hats. Yeah. And you know what? Lots of Jews don't believe in the state of Israel. They don't believe in Zionism, and they think it's going to be okay for them because they say they don't care about those things. They're in for a shock. Converting for marriage is honestly one of the most stupid things in my opinion. But whatever. Yeah, I mean, if I cared so much, I'd marry a Jewish girl. If she cared so much, she wouldn't have married me. She would, I agree with you, Gnome Hunter. That's totally true. Converting. I don't know. You were my friend. I am horrified and crying. You're speaking to Andrew Rubin. Or you're speaking to me. The title of every stream should be, I want to apologize to you people, says Joodles. I would have to say possibly, yes. I mean, I do want to apologize. I'm not like you. I take responsibility for everything, which is why I apologize. When was the last time you apologized? Apologize to me, Joodles, for not loving me as much as you should. Let's go. Let's go. I'm doing my blood pressure. It's very high. It's very high. It's very high. I'm going to do it again. Are you ready? Can you see what I've got here? Girl from Mars is here. I take responsibility for everything. I do take responsibility. Do I blame you people that this show has, we've got over 27 million people who are following Lewis Schaffer. But how many people are on the stream right now? How many people? Can you go to the site? What does it say on the site? Press the reset on the site. That's what you should do. You should take some responsibility. Trump bit insensitive to suggest that Rob Reiner's son killed his parents because they had TDS. Yeah, maybe, possible. Maybe there's a whole war going. As I've said many times, have I not said many times? There's a war going on, and during a war, people go. Is that the right side my hair should go, or should it be this way? Yeah, I mean, is that insensitive? Fuck Rob Reiner. That's what I say. Would I say something like that? Probably not, but I'm not Donald Trump. I mean, how many bad comments can Donald Trump hear? Did you read what he said? He called it not whatever he said. Hold on. I mean, it's very high. Of course it's high, but it's not incredibly high. Anyway, so here we want to know. Here's what the question is. Hold on a second. Mr. Cuff asks, which one of these dangerous women is to blame for your blood pressure, Lewis? They're all to blame because they gang up on me. They join in. Joodles and Lucy and Joe and not Girl from Mars. She's totally supportive of me. But that you're all joining in on the let's hate Lewis thing. So I blame all of you women. Women are to blame. Women are to blame. Andrew Rubin says this, Joodles, I've seen her cellar, and that's not a euphemism. What's in her cellar? Hold on a second. I missed something. My mom was always trying to get me off with rich Jewish boys, yes. And you should have said yes to them. You should have said yes, but you were a wild child, Caribbean. She raises my blood pressure, Caribbean. You're a wild child. The community note on posts ex-Trump is fire. Well, maybe you could tell us what it says. I mean, you girls are wild. You're absolutely wild girls. Christmas. Okay, so here we go. Everything is my fault, says Joodles. Yes, everything is partially your fault. Everything is partially my fault. It's not only your fault, but it's partially your fault. Okay. I think there's only 24.9 million. It was that was what it was yesterday. What number did I give you just now? I forgot what it was. 26 million? Let's say it's 26 million. And that's probably low, 26 million. But how many people are watching the chat right now? How many people are watching this chat? Won't somebody think of the most powerful man in the world's billionaire's feelings? Yeah. I just thought about his feelings. Screw Rob Reiner. This is what happens when you go on a high carb diet, and he probably is feeding his kids high carb. Why would your kid kill you? Why would your kid, most of us want our parents to live. Not me, but the average person wants our parents to live. So for him to kill his parents, let's say he has done it. We don't know if it's true. We don't know if it's true. But why? Yes, Alan agreed, thankfully. We're not all religious. What are you saying? What is Alan saying to you? Converting religion to marriage shows religion is not deeply felt. It's not felt, but it's like, it's a loving thing. This is the way women and men are. I love you so much. I'll become your stupid religion. Your stupid religion. I mean, that's the point I'm making. Warmelian says, your views have remained consistent, Lewis. You're getting 26 millions daily, but you're not seeing an increase. Exactly. Why is that? That's right, Warmelian. 26 million. Go check and see how many people have subscribed to my channel. It's 26 million. 26 million. And I'm getting how many does I can't look here because I'm in Studio One. I'm in Studio One. It says 20. Let's see how many people are watching now. If I lose you, it may be blocked. It may be blocked. 25. We got 25. What about how many people are how many people are subscribe or like the video? Whoops. So I'm not even signed in. I got to sign in. Okay, so you guys please sign in cuz I can't click on this. I can't click on this myself. I can't. You should abandon principles for popularity, Vantanai says, like most politicians. Tell the ladies what they want to hear, that they're lovely people, and it's men are all to blame, and Fatal Attraction, she was a hero for going after the man and his family because he broke her heart. Maybe it's true. Maybe I should do that. Why do some people find it hard to genuinely be sorry? I'm quick to say sorry if I'm wrong or unknowingly unkind. Well, that's your unusual, which is why I love you, girl from Mars. I love you. 25 million. Thank you, Andrew Rubin. I mean, I think it's closer to 26 million, but I'll accept 25 million. Well, I mean, the truth is, when you try to make people happy, nobody likes it. That's an old saying. Who said that? It's an old saying. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's just, maybe it's Yogi Berra, the great Yogi Berra saying. 14 million have not hit the like button. Warmelian, exactly right. The FridgeSide show has 12 million likes. It's very possible, yes. But why not 25 million people who are subscribers? I mean, I'm feeling let down, regardless of how much of a libtard he might have been. I think we shouldn't say horrible things. Well, you can't say horrible things when people are living. So when can you say horrible things? Let him rot in hell to pay the price for going after Donald Trump for saying bad things. Am I right? Shouldn't he rot? Am I wrong for saying that? I don't even care that much. I'm making it seem like I care. I don't even know. He just reminds me. He reminds me of these people who would judge me, who would get together, who would listen to the lies, whatever. Not even lies. This stuff, oh, you don't believe what we believe. We don't like you because we don't believe what you believe. War. Girl from Mars, spot on 100%. I can't live with a clear mind if I feel I should apologize and haven't. It's easier to admit and apologize. You know what? You're not gonna get laid on the Lewis Schaffer show by saying that, Mr. Cuff. You're not going to. We've got to be honest. Nobody likes to apologize. Sometimes you have to apologize. But what do you do when you apologize and it doesn't have any effect on the people? What do? You need to change. You need to get that hair sorted, Lewis. Follow Carnegie and get a buzz cut. Yeah, maybe. I'll cut this bit here. You can't see that really. But that's how you cut your hair. I cut my hair here. I'll start here. I'll start here like that. I'll cut this little bit there, and then I'll go in a little bit, and I'll cut that little bit here, and then I'll go in a little bit, and I'll cut that little bit here, and I'll go to the side. I'll cut this bit right here. Can you see that? That's what needs to be done. Cellaire is here. Hello, Cellaire. John Miller is here. Okay, it's the man's family Trump should have a great thought to, but he was honest. He's like old too. He's on a high carb diet. He goes to McDonald's. Who knows what horrible food he's eating? Do you think what's his name? Robert Kennedy has pulled him aside and say, "You want to live longer. You want to live longer. You got to be." He's fat too. WGAF. What does that mean? It's oh my God, Lewis. What did I say? What did I say, Joodles? Too much, Lewis. Yeah, maybe it is too much. It's not worth saving anymore. What, my hair? I cut my own hair the other day, buzzed it myself. Yes. Well, that's a buzz cut. I can actually use a scissor. I should do it here. I should cut my hair right here. Maybe I'll do it right now. Who killed who? Get it, Lewis. Gel it, Lewis. I should gel it. Yeah, it looks better when my hair is gelled. I like Echo and the Bunnymen. I love Echo and the Bunnymen. People are strange and da-da-da-da. What does it mean? People get along so happily. Da-da-da, na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Is that the song lyrics? Alice in Wonderland, the Mad Hatter springs to mind. With my hair. With my hair. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You're seeing me. You're seeing me be me. I'm thinking to myself, why am I always touching my head? Because of my hair, Lewis's hair. That reminds me, I'm looking for someone to trim my father's hedges. Well, it's similar to that. I used to trim hedges, and I used to trim my hair. I don't trim my hair as much. I never leave the house. I left the house yesterday. I walked for about 12,000 steps, and then I was a bit rested today. A bit rested. And then, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow's Tuesday. Paul came over, and we did the show. And then we've done your show, basically. Joe, what does Joe say? My God. Have kept away from news for a bit. No words. Do you know what? God bless Trump. God bless Trump. You know what? You want people to say nice things about you. You be nice yourself. I don't practice that advice myself. I don't practice it, but that's maybe that's what it should be. Maybe it'll teach us all a lesson that when we're sitting there typing horrible things to Donald Trump or anybody is not to say it. I've said horrible things. Horrible, horrible things. Mr. Cuff. Squirrel from Mars is talking to Mr. Cuff. I had the single. I also had that Coming to Take Me Away to the Funny Farm. I guess, is that a Christmas single? And he's saying, F Rob Reiner, Joe. Shocker. Well, what did Rob Reiner say to Donald Trump? Let's look that up, okay? I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look it up. Donald Trump Reiner tweet. The Democrats... Yeah, people say he's a bad person. He's not a bad person. He's not. He's not a bad person. They're trying to say bad things about Donald Trump. He should double down. I'm doubling down on him, too. I'm doubling down. We've got 30 people watching. We're doing very well. We're doing really, really well. Ruben says, I can be nice, but I don't enjoy it. No. Lewis, in reply to Judel's message about the murders, what was Judel's messages? What did you say about the murders? I missed it something. My friend, Lori Latham, produced one of their albums. People are strange, so what is it? Treat everyone as you want to be treated, unless given a reason not to. Not a hard thing to wrap your head around. Treat everyone as you would want to be treated. No, 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 because maybe I want to be abused. So I'm going to abuse you because I like to be abused. No, you treat them the way they want to be treated. Not even the way they want to be treated. Let's say they want to be abused. You don't abuse them. Carrie B, you know everything about the best bands. Yeah, she does. She's close by to Lewis Schaffer. I have missed something. Murders, awful. Replied. Yeah, you missed the murders. They killed Rob Reiner. A guy, his own son, killed Rob Reiner. I mean, that's really, really sad. Since I believe in personal responsibility. I know what's her name doesn't believe in it. Judels doesn't believe in it, but I believe in it. For F's sake, Judels, how did I post almost exactly the same thing as you? Says, because you're women and you think alike. And you think alike. You know, the difference between Charlie Kirk, okay? The difference between Charlie Kirk and and Rob Reiner is Charlie Kirk was a political assassination done by leftists. I believe, possibly. That's what it seems like. Whereas this was his own kids killed him. It's like horrible. It's like horrible. Even the uppercase laugh out loud. Where's the uppercase? Okay, I've been DM'd. Let me see. I'll read my DM. I've been sent a post. Yeah, okay, here we go. I'll read it to you guys. Thank you, Jedster, for sending this to me. A very sad thing has happened last night in Hollywood. Rob Reiner, a tortured and struggling but once very talented movie director and comedy star, has passed away together with his wife. That's a weird way of saying passed away, murdered. He didn't quite pass, he was murdered. Reportedly due to the anger he caused others through his massive, unyielding, and inaccurate affliction with a mind-crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome. Okay, what do you think? Are you listening to me? I'm reading this thing for you that Jedster went out of his way to send it to me, which I appreciated. Trump derangement, sometimes referred to as TDS. He was known to have driven people crazy by his raging obsession of President Donald J. Trump, because he's probably wanted to scream at his wife for helping produce, because he didn't take any responsibility. So he blamed his wife for creating that horrible child of his, if it is true. If it is true. We don't know if it's true, I'm going to say. With his obvious paranoia reaching new heights as the Trump administration surpassed all goals and expectations of greatness. I love this guy. Like Lewis Schaffer, this stream is getting better every day. We're surpassing. People didn't think this was going to be so successful, but it is. We've got 26 million people watching this stream. Unbelievable. Well, at least signed up for it. Okay. With the golden age of America upon us, perhaps like never before. May Rob and Michelle rest in peace. Well, what do you think about that? What do you think? Enough about me. I'm absolutely losing respect for you, Lewis. Okay, well, you can lose it. I got to be nice to the guy? F him. F him. F him. Trump always brings everything around to him. Well, Carrie B says, well, I do too. Why not? We need more of us. Well, you need to start laying some eggs, Andrew Rubin says, or you know what happens. Judels, you had some what? You had some what? You had some what? What are we talking about? Clucking in the girls' house. They're all judging me. Girls, I don't really, says Carrie B. I was just in the music biz and acting biz. Money for old rope. Well, that's some good memories. You have good memories. It's shocking that he died. Is it sad that he died? I mean, people die every day. He wasn't such a young guy. How old was he? How old was Rob Reiner? Anybody know? Let me look how old he was. Rob Reiner. Age. Age at death. He's 10 years. Oh my God, he's March 6th. That's my aunt's birthday. He dies 10 years older than I am. He's 10 years older. So he's 78 years old. I mean, a horrible way to die. What should you say? What should you say? What should you say? What does Kirby say? Lucy, I hated it. Kirk said it. Kirk said that. Kirk said that. What is that? I don't know what that means. Can you go back there and rewrite it? Joodles. I still had respect for Charlie, Lucy, because he had firm beliefs. I didn't agree, but that is what he thought. Nobody should be killed for that. I'm not saying Rob Reiner should be shot at. Somebody in the manga group should. No, I don't think that should be the case. That should be the case. But sometimes people are just bad news, and Rob Reiner was bad news. What Rob Reiner tweeted was horrific. Jedster, did you see the thing that Rob Reiner tweeted about in 2023? Let me see if I can find that. Let's see what he tweeted in 2023. We're going to see if we can find it in 2023. Rob Reiner, Trump, 2023. Okay, here's what he said. Until you want me to read this to you. You want me to? I'll read this. This is what Rob Reiner said. He didn't deserve to die. He probably was a nice guy and a nice friend, but he was not nice to Donald Trump. So why should Donald Trump be nice to him? Okay, here's what Donald Trump said. This is what Rob Reiner said. Until Trump goes to prison, I will no longer be posting on Twitter. I've had it with the insults and put downs. Fuck all of you MAGA assholes. I didn't realize he was saying this to me. I do realize it. I read it, and now I remember it. He's saying, fuck you, I'm a MAGA asshole. I'm a MAGA. So he thinks he can just insult everybody. Rob Reiner. We cannot let a racist misogynist in league with Vladimir Putin. That could be me. I'm a racist misogynist in league with Vladimir Putin. Threaten our democracy. Protect, preserve our Constitution. Vote for HRC. That's when was this tweet? Okay. Donald Trump is a failure as president, but worse, he's a failure as a human being. It's not possible to be a worse human being handling this crisis. That's what he said about Donald Trump. That's what he said. Lewis, you think you can just insult everybody. I never insult you. Have I insulted you? Not everybody. Oh, okay. Just because he said mean things to Trump means you get to be a knobhead? You're right. It was a bit of a knobhead thing. It was a bit of a knobhead. But you know what? Every time he's a knobhead, he makes the left crazy. And then they show how crazy they are, and it's good for the MAGA people. Okay? If you stoop down to their level, you might as well join them. Yeah, there's ways of insulting people in a nicer way. He did say it was sad. He did say it was a sad. Have I ever insulted you, Lucy? Look what Judel said. She said she lost respect for me. That's so sad. So he thinks he can just insult everybody. Never thought that would be a Lewis Schaffer quote. No. You can insult everybody, but you got to expect people are going to insult you back, even if you're dead. That's what Donald Trump. I remember when Donald Trump was talking about Rosie O'Donnell. You don't know who she is, Rosie O'Donnell. And I'm going, even though Rosie O'Donnell said a very nice thing about me, said I was like naturally funny. She said this, Lewis, how can you not see you're being a lefty? It's literally what is their playbook? I'm talking about Donald Trump. I'm not saying what I would say. Oh, let him rest in peace. Let him rest in peace. I would say it's a very sad thing to have first of all, it's sad to have your kid kill you. That's like basically an open red flag saying you were a bad parent. How is it being a lefty? I don't even know how. Can you explain that to me, Judels? And explain it in detail. If you can beat them and unalive them, join them. Lucy Van Pelt. Did she say that? I don't think she did say that. Did she say that? Did she say that? I don't think she did say that. Or maybe she did say that. Lewis, did you ever meet Larry David? I never met Larry David, no. I never met Larry David. My tendency is not Donald Trump, but I think Donald Trump was the first one who said to the media, "You're fake news." He said that, and it was like a shock when he said it. People just were like laughing at him. They were laughing at Donald Trump. Oh my God, we almost have 40 people watching this thing. 40 people watching. The reports that that's funny. There are reports that Reiner's son was not well adjusted. Yeah. She did sort of say that. I don't know if she did say that. Warmellian, I don't know if she said that. What I'm saying is that there are ways there. You guys remember one thing about you people, you people. You're English people. You don't insult people to their faces. You don't. You insult people to your friends, and your friend understands what they're saying, but you wouldn't say to them, you're a fat fuck and you're a racist, messiah. You wouldn't say that to people. You just sit there and go, with that. That's what you people do. But we're Americans. We're Americans. We speak more openly. I never met you, Janice. I never met him. Drain the swamp. Loved him for that. Yes, the swamp needs to be drained. He's not, who's going to be the next guy? Who's going to be the next president? I hope Donald Trump gets stronger. And the way you get stronger, I'm telling you what you need to do to get stronger is you need to stop eating carbs. Lewis' impression of an English person being insulted leaves a lot to be desired. Yeah, it's not that good. It's not that good. It's not that good. It's not that good. America would say it's shit, but you would say it's not that good. You were pissed off that GB News didn't like your views, Lewis. I was not pissed off by that, McCuff. Should someone have unalived you for what you said? No, I said no. I'd say you shouldn't unalive somebody for that. The fact is they're talking about Rob Reiner, not what killed him. Donald Trump didn't mention anything about what killed him. So I don't know what you're getting at, Mr. Cuff. I say it to your face all day long. You do. You're merciless with me. You're merciless. I'm rage typing now. Ignore the typos. Okay, you're angry, but you're always angry at me. Or half the time you're angry at me. And the other half you're defending me. I like that. Judels. Lewis, did the Reiners have a power cut? It's just a stab in the dark, Carrie B. That's a joke. Okay, and I get the joke. It was a stab in the dark. Okay, a power cut. Oh, no, we take the Heilmore stance. We don't stoop to their level. Sell bullshit. I know how I know how people in Britain insult other people. It's very secretive. You are right there, and you have no idea. They're taking the piss out of you, or whatever you call it in this country. Lewis, we do say that to people. I don't know. I think that he's saying that it's the freedom of speech, not freedom from the consequences of speech. Who is he? Who is he? Is that me? Is that me? You know, he was an asshole to Donald Trump. So what do you think Donald Trump is going to say? Oh, he's a lovely, lovely man. Lovely man. F. Rob Reiner. I'm joining in with Donald Trump. I don't even know. You know, Lewis enjoys people disagreeing with him. I mean, I'd rather have an argument than a boring thing. But I'll agree with you if I agree with you. I mean, I don't think Donald Trump should have said that. But maybe it's just a reminder what a piece of shit that Rob Reiner was. It feeds him, Jeds. Yeah, it feeds me. And I fall into that trap every time. He doesn't even believe half of what he says. I'm off to catch up with the darts. Don't say you're leaving, Joodles, because it breaks my heart. John Miller is here, thank you. I suppose there's only one villain in the piece, and he's in a jail cell. Who is the one victim? Yes. No, the parents are in it. The parents are victim. The parents are, the parents are the villain. You know, why would you kill your own? Why would your son kill you? So it's not just that guy, Nick. It's the parents as well. What kind of name is Nick for a Jewish kid? Rob? What is that kind of name? Lewis. Can we be direct? Very rude and very sweary and the rest. Sorry. I don't mean to be rude and sweary. I don't mean to be rude. I'll be lovely. I will be lovely, Joe. I'm sorry. Janet is here. I had to Google what you're talking about. I think Trump is great. Wish he was running this country. I'm with you, Janet. I'm with you. We need somebody strong like Donald Trump. We got somebody who isn't going to care. Who isn't going to care what people think about him because he says something bad about Rob Reiner, who's dead. He's dead. He's dead. There's an old saying, if you can't say something bad about somebody, why say anything at all? Well, if the only time you can do that is when they're dead. I didn't like him one bit, says Last Resort. Hey, Last Resort. But he didn't deserve what he got. No, he didn't. No, nobody deserves to get killed by their kid. Nobody deserves that. Yes, he is a villain. But Rob Reiner and his wife were bad parents. To have your kid kill you, you got to be a bad parent. I don't care. I'm not going to blame genetics on that. And bad luck and a bad crowd. Nobody kills their parent unless their parents are bad. Well, anyway, thank you for coming in there, Last Resort. I have not seen you in a while, I don't think. The last thing we need is an American running the country, or any European country for that matter. Yeah, you would say that because you come from Greece. I mean, really. The first thing this country needs is American to run the country. We had Churchill, and he did an okay job, I think, I hope. I don't know. Did he do an okay job? I'm going to buy a blood pressure machine, and I will compare readings from before and after, Lewis. Yes, that's what I should do. I'll measure myself afterwards. I'm not going to get upset. I've had 2 cups of coffee today. That's what I've had. I haven't had any tea, and I'm not going to have any more. I'm not going to have any tea and any more. I'm going to buy. Thank you, girl from Mars. You are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thinking about kid killings, White House farm thing, Jamie Bamber and 2 twins in the USA. What is that? I don't know about that. Joe Warrior. Agreed, says Mr. Cuff to Blackadder, who we call Gnome. Agreed. But we don't need this shower of shit that we've got now. No, you don't. 700 people came in, 700 terrorists came into the country. Caribbean says, I need a Valium. I need a Valium too. Didn't the Menendez brothers kill their parents in the 1990s? Yes, yes, yes. The Menendez. I saw the trial on TV. It was televised live. Yeah, and they blame their father. I don't believe it. I mean, maybe it is true. Maybe the father was bad, but you got to be a bad parent for your kids to kill you. It doesn't matter where I'm from. I am European. F Europe, and I'll die a damn proud European. No, I love you, no, but F Europe. No Yanks will rule me in my home. I'm sorry to say, no, but a Turk will. An Islamic will, So, which would you rather have? And no, Americans aren't going to do that. Americans don't rule anybody. And we've had troops in this country since the very beginning. I mean, I'm sorry for getting all upset about this. I'm sorry, but we have almost 40 viewers. The number of viewers are generally going up. It's amazing. Remember, nothing is ever too soon for Lewis Schaffer. That is exactly true. That is exactly true. I lost a good... Comedians are judged by how... Jedster, you remember that joke? Comedians are judged by how soon they tell the first joke on a difficult subject. I made the first joke. I can't even say it. I'm afraid to say it on the radio, on the thing here. Anyway. If I prefer the U.S. Constitution, yes. If I would prefer the U.S. Constitution worldwide as far as this country goes. In fact, that we've got any from there's so much trouble. The fact that we got away from it. Say that again. I would prefer the U.S. Constitution worldwide. You need punctuation in there. I don't see enough punctuation. I don't understand it. Last resort. I'm happy for non-English people to lead England when English people are running foreign countries. When you're being led by foreigners and foreigners are leading their own, then you're colonized. Colonized means people. Americans are not moving to this country. I mean, the losers are, like Ellen DeGeneres. I mean, what a loser. What happens if Ellen DeGeneres dies tomorrow? Are we supposed to be happy? I'm sorry she's dead. It's a lie. It's a lie. 4 million kids on trial killing their parents. Yes. There's lots of that. There's lots of that stuff going on. Hold on one second. Joe Warrior, Lewis, kids on trial for killing their parents. Yeah, it happens a lot. But it doesn't make you, it makes you Lizzie Borden. Yes, that was another case like that. And that was before all this stuff happened. A lot of parents are afraid of their kids. I've been afraid of my kids. Not that much, but, I'm not the more time you spend with kids as babes. This, the Lewis Schaffer parenting skills. Don't air this in Cyprus. Laugh out loud. You'll have the Greeks and the Turks kicking off again. Yes. I mean, it's a miracle that the Turks didn't take over the entire island of Cyprus. My phone is punctually illiterate. I prefer the U.S. Constitution worldwide. It's the fact that we got away from it that there's so much trouble. That we got away from the U.S. Constitution. Maybe you're right. Maybe this country needs a constitution. And the U.S. Constitution is so beautiful. Is it perfect? It's only as perfect as the people who are in the country, last resort. But I agree with you. Who is Bobby Bennett? I never heard of Bobby Bennett. I've heard of Tladach Rogers, Caribbean. I never heard of her or him. I don't know that name. If the U.S. continues to isolate itself from Europe, is our special relationship at risk? Yes, I could say that, yes. Not that I've ever believed in it. There is a special relationship. We speak the same language, and England pretends to agree with America. And I mean, we've had troops in this country for a very long time. I keep seeing TikToks of Greeks and Turks dreaming about invading each other and taking land. Yeah, well, I mean, let's not talk about that. That's a bad. I support. I don't. You know what I mean. Let's anyway. For the record, I understand what you're saying, Lewis. If people fire shots at you, do you not fire back? Warmellian. Yeah, you fire back. It's a weak hippie mentality to turn the other cheek. Yeah, and Donald Trump was mad. It's like I was mad at my friend. A friend of mine, father was a lawyer, and I thought I was mistreated. I was mistreated by him. And even though she was my friend, Brits being arrested for post online has exposed how badly we need the First Amendment, Warmellian says. Yeah, I would have to agree. Not just the First Amendment, because this government would break the First Amendment. We need a strong belief in the First Amendment, not just the First Amendment. Revenge is a dish best served cold. Difficult if they are dead, though, Mr. Cuff says. Yeah, because they've already had revenge. I remember when Nixon died. Nixon died. He was 84 years old, and my mother said he got it in the end. He got it in the end. That's not nice, but that's what my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful mother said. I don't know what 50 says, so I'm throwing out names. What is 50? You're right. It should be cold. It should be a dish served cold, but not so cold. We've left it long enough for them to die of old age. Right. It's very similar. Do you remember not in Chinatown, not in Apocalypse Now, in The Godfather, where he goes and kills the guy, but the guy is like near death as he was. He went back. He went back into Italy. First Amendment and Second Amendment. Yeah, Marianne says. I'm with you 100%. I never believed freedom of speech, and we need guns. And we need guns. If someone is coming for you and your life is at risk, just go for it. Survival, no red flag. It makes sense, says Joe. Yes. Yeah, I believe that. Especially coming from you, Joe, because you're a dangerous, dangerous woman. I always felt we are just another base for U.S. military. Andrew Rubin says, well, maybe, but it's better to be a base than to be, we're not taking over. You know, we got planes here. And I think we pay money for those bases. I don't think it's free. That's the special relationship, possibly special air bases. Which place isn't? It's hysterical. What place? What do you mean by that? I support what Donald Trump said. I'm sorry if you people who you don't realize if you're whatever. I admit it. There have been times, says Girl from Mars, I wish I had the balls to take revenge. It's not easy being a little woman without a partner. Yeah. It's very, very, very hard. I will be your partner. Though it's hard if I were your partner because I'm basically a wimp and a sissy. So it's even worse. What do you do when your partner is a wimp and a sissy? You divorce me. Lewis, I am lovely. You are lovely. Calm. You're not a warrior. And I bake cakes. I am lying. What does that mean? You are lovely. You don't seem calm to me. You seem like a warrior to me. Do you bake cakes? I'm not sure if you do you? Military and sharing information about threats, hopefully. But how can you trust Britain when it's the first nuclear country with the control by of Islamic revolutionaries of the nuclear deterrent? What do you wait, Mr. Cuff? Did I not read what you said? Reuben, that's the special relationship. I don't know what you mean by that. You'll have to be defending me, Girl from Mars. Unfortunately. You'll be defending me. which I'll appreciate, Lewis. I support Trump's right to say those things, but the sentiment makes me uncomfortable. Of course it does, because the guy's dead. We don't have bad memories of him, but Donald Trump has bad memories. And he reminded me that we should have bad feelings for the guy. He basically said, I'm not going to be on Twitter, whatever. Thank you, girl from Mars. You are beautiful, beautiful, and beautiful. They just arrested 4 people who were going to commit some sort of terrorist act in Los Angeles over New Year's Eve. Yes, there's probably 100,000 terrorists in Britain, in America, planning these things. How many people are in British prisons on terrorism charges? How many people are being watched on terrorism charges? You act like everything is safe here. Nothing is safe. This is a bit stressful. This show should have been more loving. And I said to myself tonight, I should make the show loving. But I haven't been loving. I want to apologize to you people. Have you took the general's advice and started to prepare for war, Lewis? Stocking up on tuna, water, purification tablets in your bunker. I've thought about it for a very long time. I went today and I bought some sardines, but I didn't check the package. And the sardines were Canadian tomato sardines, and they were horrible. There are 45,000 on the UK watch list. How many of them are Muslims who could actually do some damage, or planning some damage, or awaiting the call? Maybe we shouldn't be discussing this here, but maybe I'm not going to discuss it anymore. Why don't you remind me the next time? You love sardines on toast. That's what I had. You know what I had? I had sardines. I cut the bread in half. So I had one large slice of bread. It was 72 grams. And I cut the bread. It wasn't sourdough. They didn't have sourdough where I was. And I put one can, 100 grams, a small can, on one side. And then I took the other slice of toast and I put cheese. I melted cheese, about 35 grams of cheese, comped cheese. And then I put the other can. So I had 2 cans of cheese. And then afterwards, I wanted more food because I just didn't feel like that was enough. But it was enough. It was way more than enough. If the UK did go to war, would you stay or head back to the US, Lewis? It depends who the war is. I don't think they're going to call me up. I'd probably, who's the war against you, Janice? Who is the war? Sardines, best before the end of the world, best before end of World War III. Yeah, sardines are a good food, but they are cooked food. And I try to eat food raw. Ooh, cheese and sardines. Janet, thank you very much for that. And you're probably right. Ugh, cheese and sardines. You're probably right. Everybody, we've been here for an hour. Can you do me a favor? Can you like the stream? Can you subscribe? Can you subscribe to the stream? Let's subscribe to the stream. Let's like the stream. I can't like it because this is not my main computer, and I forget what the code is, what my postal code is. So can you like the stream, Marianne and Joe and Girl from Mars and Gnome? And it's Joodles left. Why does Joodles leave? Last resort, my dyslexia does not allow me to punctuate, so I will be on my way. Are you making a joke? I don't believe in dyslexia. And you shouldn't believe in it anyway. You should, there's no such thing. Dyslexia is a human construct. It's not hardwired into the brain. There's places that don't have language. There are places that don't have words or writing or any of that stuff. Speaking of cheese, I tried Stilton today and I wasn't impressed. I have to say, it was promising at first, but when the saltiest struck, I hated it. Yeah, it's one of those cheeses. Gnome Hunter. I'm not saying I like cheese and sardines either. I'm not saying. Girl from Mars agreed. How many doctors would come here in a dinghy? Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, I missed that. I missed that. Hold on a second. Oh my God. I wasn't on the live chat. 45,000, 45,000 people on the terror watch list. And a lot of those people are not terrorists. Probably Tommy Robinson is on the terror watch list. Okay, Andrew. I mean, that's like shocking, really. I'm not going to stay here. Well, I am here. My kids are here. The women that I love are here. You know, Darklands is here. She's here. I love blue cheese. You know, I had a great sandwich for lunch: pastrami, cheese, butter, toasted. Yeah, sounds sauerkraut on the side. What about sauerkraut in the middle? Why do you need butter? That's like so English. You don't need butter on a sandwich. I have once or twice a week. It's an antidote to work. Did you make it yourself or did you buy it? It's so expensive in New York. Chips, beans, and cheese is yummy. Yeah, it is yummy, but it's not good for you. Chips and beans, it's not good for you. Did you get an increase in following on X after your 50,000 post view? Shanks, thank you, Shanks. No, I'm up to 26 million right now. So 50,000 is not going to help me too much. I don't know where the followers are coming. I'm up to 56 million. I make a great fondue. Raw mushrooms are a lovely dip. That sounds good. Very old school. I haven't had a fondue in years and years. Girl from Mars, exactly. But the orders are to ignore them. I don't know where we are. Where we are. David Lammy's favorite blue cheese is Red Leicester. Okay, I think that's a joke. I like to eat Stilton. Yeah. On the Tuft Wilton, whilst talking to Eileen Bilton from Warrington Runcorn. Okay, I think that's a joke, and I don't know who those people are, but it's quite interesting. Honey on sourdough. That also sounds amazing. It sounds amazing, but you can't have too much of the bread. You can't have too much of the bread. Why did we import drug dealers? They drive around delivering 24/7. They're everywhere. Yeah, we import drug dealers and terrorists. Why? Why are we doing that? That's the question. Last resort, follow us on YouTube, and that way you'll know when we're here again. Cafe in town is one of my third places. Oh, you go into town to eat it. How much does it cost? That sounds expensive. Watching on Saturdays, the French police assisted the illegals to the beach and handed them decathlon bags with a life jacket, water, etc. Corruption. No, Janet says they want to get rid of them. They want us to do it. We should shoot. Horrible. It's absolutely horrible. I had chicken with barbecue sauce. I like chicken with barbecue sauce, Alex, too, but it's not the best food. Why do we have to have barbecue sauce on it? Because it's sugar. Why not just have barbecue sauce by itself? I had chicken. Okay, that's what Alex says. Not a joke, Lewis. That was one of Lammy's answers on Mastermind. I could believe it. The guy came across as an idiot. Oh my God, that would be Lewis Schaffer. Imagine if I was on the show. Hopefully people would think that I'm kidding, that I'm not that stupid. You know? I mean, but his job is just to do as he says and not to do what he thinks he needs to do. We are not importing them per se. They're cronies in Parliament and bureaucracy are allowing them in, which is the same thing as importing them. When you allow people to come in, the lefties accept it in the name of diversity. It's more complicated than that. They want to scare us. They want to replace us. They're anti-Semites. They believe everybody's the same, and they're proving that they're great people. We are not okay, no, Mandra, good to see you. I'm trying to put weight on, Lewis. 4 tiny bits of sourdough in a day is fine. I keep on forgetting that. Dear Lord, please help Girl from Mars find enjoyment in eating food and find the ability to eat as much food as she needs. Okay, there you go. Wow, venison is good for you. Girl from Mars, plenty of protein. Where she had venison. She had venison. I missed that. Thank you, Janet, for being here. Plenty of protein. I'm guessing it was sour because it was a female. Oh, a sourdough. Sour. Oh, I get it. You're making a joke. You're making a joke, Kermit. It's a funny joke. It's a good joke. I wish I was trying to put weight on, Girl from Mars. Everybody, me too. Me too. I'm trying to keep weight off, and I'm at 77.7. I'm trying to keep weight off. It's very hard. So it's very hard. It's very hard to put weight, to keep weight off. I think it's very, very, very hard to do that. I don't know. Did we finish discussing Fatal Attraction? My friend Russ said it wasn't a pro Alex woman in Fatal Attraction. It wasn't her. But it was, maybe it was saying this is what happens when you do bad things. Maybe that's what happens when you do bad things. You know, you have a woman come after you trying to kill you. Or even worse, you have a really great guy like Michael Douglas saying to you, I don't want to be your girlfriend, and your heart is broken. Celia laughed at Kermit. Okay, that's good. That's really, really good. The point, Lewis. Great chat earlier, Ray. Fatal Attraction. We still win. I mean, you do win. You lose eventually because guys are not willing to have sex on the short notice with somebody they don't know. So if you're a woman and you meet a man and he's like so good looking, which is very unusual because most women find most men unattractive as an unattractive man. Though you can come in here right now and tell me how attractive I am. I won't believe you, but you can do that. Is that men won't have sex with you. You know, they won't have sex with you. They'll stay away. They won't. They won't. It's really difficult to put weight on. I struggled for years, says Mr. Cuff, and now I'm at a decent weight and I don't need to put on any or lose weight either. Well, that's brilliant. That's the place you want to be, basically. White middle class expectations of quality of life is the reason the Christian West is being replaced by people who have less expectations. It gives the global elite greater profits. That is true. I didn't expect that, what you were saying, greater profits. It means that we've got someone to deliver our coffee. Not our coffee, our Just Eats or Deliveroo. We have somebody to paint our flats. We feel that we're rich because we're making more. We can pay people next to nothing. That sandwich costs about £8.50. I always ask for an extra pastrami with a large coffee, and it's £12.50. I mean, I guess that's how much things cost, Vatanai. But it's, I mean, to me, a sandwich should be under £5. A sandwich, but you got to pay what you got to pay. Good looks fade, but a good person lasts forever. Yeah, but you don't find a good person as attractive as you do a good looks person, Darklands, do you? When you see somebody who's good looking, you go, especially men. Men are really looks oriented, and according to the OkCupid study that they did, and in all the studies, they find that women only swipe right. Which is right is where they like the guy, or is it left? Right. They swipe right. Only 5% of the time. 95% of the people they're not that interested in. Whereas men go right. I know I am right. I'm always right. I can't help it, Mr. Cuff. That's what Joe is talking to you, Mr. Cuff. They are lying. Maybe they're not lying. It's a non-story. Who am I talking about? Who am I talking about, Kermit? Who am I talking about? Alex, that's why meal deals are good. You can get a sandwich, drink, and a snack for under £4 usually. Unfortunately, meal deals are not good, I would have to say, Alex, because it's carbs plus carbs equals more carbs. And like a sandwich has less than, I don't know what the ruling is. It's got to have at least 15% protein, but it doesn't have that, a lot of them. And it has a lot of carbs, layers and layers of carbs. And then you get a chips with it, and it has layers and layers of chips. And even in this country, there's sugar in the soda. Great how Lewis realized it is something he says. What did I say? What did I say, Hi-Ho? What did I say, Mr. Cuff? Females are fake as F. A lot are anyway. It's sad. I hope men don't copycat. I mean, men have to. It's like we're not going out with the girls. I will go out with you, girl from Mars. I will go out with you, Joe. I will go out with you, Darklands and Daz. I will go out with all the girls here, Lucy and Joodles. And Janet and Carrie B. I will go out with you, but the average guy will stay away because they don't want to have a fatal attraction thing. They don't want to. Depends where you go. Morrison's is pretty good. You can get chicken skewers and all sorts. From Morrison's, yeah. I like Morrison's. Lewis, I was still on the subject of fatal attraction, but I will stop now because I am nice and calm. What did you say about fatal attraction, Joe? What did you say? What did you say? Oh, you were talking about that. You know you're right. That's what you're saying. You know you're right. I mean, it's a very interesting subject. I find women fascinating and dangerous. And the ones who say they're not dangerous are dangerous. And the ones who say they are dangerous are also dangerous. Everybody's dangerous. Mr. Cuff says, he's speaking to girl from Mars here. People in general are fake these days, whether it's peer pressure or social media that are to blame. I don't know. Oh no, sorry. It's women that are to blame. Yes, women are dangerous, but guys are too, I guess. I don't know. Are guys fake? I don't know. I mean, women are so afraid of men. They have to be a bit fake. They have to be fake, I would say. I'm not keen on supermarket food, says Vatanai. If I'm out in the car with the docs, sometimes I get a meal deal at the garage. Yeah. You know what I eat? If I'm out, I buy a packet of roasted chicken. That's what I eat. Why not roasted chicken? That's the best food. And then if I'm in a place, I'll put some mustard on it. And it makes it seem almost fresh. Chicken drumsticks, chicken thighs. Was that you that said that, Mr. Cuff, and not? I'm sorry. That's what you said. You said people are fake. And then you said women are fake. As a joke. I got Domino's pizza meal delivered today. It's called a Home Alone meal. What is a Domino's pizza meal? What is that? Lewis, we are not afraid and we are not fake. Wow. That's good. Don't be afraid. I mean, I don't know. What we're told so much about men is that they're absolutely horrible. And then they're importing horrible men into the country. So how can you not be afraid? And women generally are smaller than men, so maybe you should be afraid. Is original sin not to do with the eating of the apple? Yes, John Miller. And what is an apple? An apple is a carb, is an absolute carb. That's what an apple is. Blokes, where are we? I went ahead. I went ahead. Blokes that have their eyebrows done every week or so are not real blokes, Mr. Cuff. I know. You say I'm saying that when a woman says she's not dangerous, she's dangerous. And when a woman says she is dangerous, she is dangerous. That's what I believe. That's what I believe, Janet. So tell us what is in a Domino's pizza meal? Domino's pizza. Do you remember going to the Pizza Shack? How good that pizza was. I remember eating pizza in New York. It was just, even when I go down to the pizza place here, except it's £5 40. That is a bit expensive women are very emotional, Lewis. We cannot speak rationally to women. It is better if we speak to them only in lunch menus and saucy lingerie. Politics is for the men, says Warmelian. I, of course, disagree with you. I have to disagree. You can't say that, too. They go, oh, women are good. We're just as good as men. We're better than men. I don't know. You're not men, and men are not women. And women have some really good qualities. They've got really good qualities. Just don't eat mushroom risotto if you dine with one of the ladies off the internet, Lewis. Why is that? It could be poison. Is that like the woman in Australia who killed her husbands with the thing? Leo Kurtz is arguing with a lunatic lefty on GB News. Go for it, Leo. Go for it, Leo. Go for it, Leo. He likes getting his teeth into lefties. He does. He's brilliant. He's brilliant. Ladies, know your place. Real blokes can do their own eyebrows, says Kermit. That's funny, too. Apple is a Chinese plum, Confucius says. Yeah, didn't you said that. A small pizza, a side, and a drink. £16 plus delivery. It sounds so much money. It sounds like so much money. How wide is it? How wide is it? You know what I do? I go across the street and I buy a frozen pizza and I put Parmesan cheese on it. 50 grams or maybe 75 grams of Parmesan cheese. And then I feel disgusting because I shouldn't be eating pizza. I had shredded roast chicken for my dinner just now. I had it with mushrooms heated up in butter in the microwave. It's easy to get when at work. Shredded roast chicken. Well, did you make the roast chicken or was it the chicken lying around? Lewis, warrior princess, confident, years of dealing with stuff. You're a warrior? Yeah, you've dealt with a lot of stuff. So I'm not worried about anything now and not afraid. Okay, maybe that's good. Maybe it's good that you're not afraid. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's good that you're not afraid. I would never trust a man who gets his eyebrows done to lead a country. Who is this? Who gets his eyebrows done? My personal opinion is if you get your eyebrows done, you shouldn't be allowed to vote for a man. Well, that's the problem. The problem is we've got lots of that. Well, look at all those Chinese people coloring their hair. So that means I can't get my eyebrows done. Maybe I got my eyebrows done now. Domino's small pizza is the size of a CD. That's pretty small. Did Joodles come here? Ladies, know your place. Joodles is back. Thank you for coming back. I'm applauding you, Warmelian, for getting his contrary ass to disagree with you. You know what? You've gone too far now, Joodles. You've gone too far. Turkey teeth. Always smile when I see them. Big white gnashers in 50-year-old man's mouth. I'm impressed he didn't say risotto. He's been here long enough. Well, what do the Americans say? Risotto or risotto? I don't even know how to say it. What is risotto anyway? Is it actually rice or is it pasta in the shape of rice? Pizza Squad is a great company company that would come round where I live, fabulous, and cooked in an oven to order. Okay. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. We're Dennis Healy agreed with the eyebrows. Pizza Hut went cashless and had to close down. I mean, I don't know if you can blame that. I saw a thing about Pizza Hut. They didn't have their takeaway delivery right during COVID. That's what happened. That's what the guy says was the main thing. They didn't have the takeaway, whereas Domino's was all takeaway. There's no sit down in Domino's anymore. Janet says it was very small and expensive, really. It was I was wrapping presents and could be bothered cooking. It was actually really nice. I could believe it was really nice. Americans say risotto. Okay. I don't know how I say it. I guess we all fake to some extent. If it's false nails, eyebrows, turkey teeth, Botox, the list goes on. Darklins, yes, everybody fakes. I'd rather have fake beauty than real ugly. That's a Lewis Schaffer quote. I'm going to suggest this again because I just did it the other day. I went to the shop. I buy a pizza at the shop. The pizza could cost anywhere from £1.50 to £5. And I buy some mozzarella cheese, which is £2. And I put a little olive oil on it because my son said I had to have olive oil on it. Or no, who said I had to have olive oil on it? I forget. And that's what I do. Okay, I usually buy as the frozen pizza, either barbecue or sweet chili. One is £1.34, which is great value compared to the chain restaurants. Yes, Alex, it's really dirt cheap. Think Prince Andrew may have had something to do with pizza going bust. Yeah, it wasn't that then. So I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. This has been, I've enjoyed this show. I've enjoyed it a lot. I'm going to see how many people are watching it. Not that I care. Hold on a second. I can't tell. I'm going to check over here. I'm going to say thank you. Do you want me to say a prayer? Probably you don't want me to say a prayer, but I'm not going to say a prayer. And I'm going to go up here. I'm going to go into the YouTube studio. YouTube studio. Ready for YouTube studio. And I'm going to go to the analytics. I don't know if I can do this. I don't think I can do this on this phone. I want to thank you for watching this thing. I want to thank you. I'm going to thank the people that are here. That's the top chat people. Excuse me. The top fans. I'll start at the bottom. I'll say who the lowest is, but they're still not the lowest because you're 25 was Dave Boy Toy. Thank you for being here. 6 badges. Lucy, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Lucy Van Pelt. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Darklands. Alan Williams. Shanks is here. Hugh Janice is here. The Jedster. He helped us out by sending us the thing that Trump said. Marianne. God bless America. Rocket League, and beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. A girl from Mars, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Carrie B, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Alex Warmelian, number 7, coming in at Vatanai. Mr. Cuff, Selaire, Judel. She's 4th today, and she's just a beautiful girl. She loves me. She loves everything that I say. Never disagrees with me. You should all be like Judels. Joe Warrior, another beautiful, beautiful, beautiful girl. Andrew Rubin, thank you for coming in here. Handsome, handsome, handsome man. Gnome Hunter, fantastic, really great participation. Let's see who else I haven't thanked. Did I thank you, Joe? Alex, thank you, Alex. Thank you, Vatanai. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Janet, for being here. Selaire at Audax. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to say thank you a couple more times to Janet. Janet, thank you, thank you. Janet, thank you, thank you. Darklands is here. Okay, everybody wear makeup if you want to wear makeup. I don't need you to wear makeup, but it could sometimes help a little bit. You got a spot. No, it's better if you don't wear makeup. Don't get spots, as you would call them. We would call them zits in America, but you call them spots here. Mr. Cuff, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Warmelian, really good participation. I mean, this has been, I don't know if it's been one of the best shows, but I think it's, oh, you call it a show, a stream. Lucy, did I thank Lucy? Thank you, Lucy. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, everybody who has been here. I'm gonna stay on the stream for another minute, and then you are going to I'm gonna see you tomorrow. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. I'm gonna see you tomorrow at 5. Stop frowning, Lewis. You'll get wrinkles. Well, I've got wrinkles. What do I do about that? Should I get some Botox? I didn't realize. Look at how bad that is. That's like a real something. My Rose used to get that too. And also, let's ask you to do something, Kermit. Thank you, Kermit, for being here. Another couple of hours, and there's probably something on YouTube to keep you entertained. This is very entertaining. Let's all go. Let's like the stream. Let's like the stream. Make sure we like the stream. That includes everybody here. I'm pretty sure some of you haven't liked the stream. Let's subscribe. It's probably, you've all subscribed. Let's go to Ko-fi. KOF-I.com. Lewis Schaffer. Let's go there. Let's go. Thank you. The information's right there. Donate to Patreon to keep the stream going, to keep it going, to give us a place to stay. I've got filler in my lips, but after 2 weeks they have deflated. Well, at least you want to be young and kissable, and you are young and kissable, even old and kissable. I don't even know what I meant by that. PayPal, go for PayPal at lewisschaffer.com. Go to Twitter. Can you see my thing here? Go to Twitter, Lewis Schaffer at Twitter. Lewis Schaffer at Lewis Schaffer at X. Okay, can you do that? Can you go to Lewis Schaffer at X? Hey, can you do this? Can you go to Discord? Go to Discord. I had an anti-filler in my piles. An anti-filler. My Alex says that my forehead crease looks like a bird flying. Yeah, it could be. Should I get this filled in? And the next thing I'll do, I'll get this filled in and get this filled in. And I'll get these lines up here filled in. You could be piles on your lips. Actually, isn't that the treatment for lips, is to put preparation H. I don't know what you call it in this country. Happy birthday, Darklands. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I don't even know if we're allowed to sing happy birthday. Could be piles in your lips. Okay. Happy birthday. How old? I'm not going to ask how old you are, but happy birthday. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. So happy birthday. Happy birthday. When they injected it, I pissed myself. Literally, strange sensation. Okay. Preparation H feels good on the whole. That's a joke. Janet, happy birthday, says to Darklands. I'm gonna see you tomorrow at 5. You want to wave goodbye? Let's wave goodbye to Lewis. Tell me you love me. I yelled at you people. I didn't mean to yell at you people, but it's been a big yell. I didn't mean to support Donald Trump as strongly. I wouldn't have done what he did, but I understand why he did what he did. And maybe he'll say he's sorry. Maybe you say it. Let's wave. Everybody wave. You're waving. 5 o'clock tomorrow. 5 o'clock tomorrow. Here, I'm going to change this thing.